The night hung heavy over our quiet Denver home, the kind of silence that feels alive, thick, waiting, uneasy. My name is Ryan, and for 7 years, I thought my marriage to Lisa was solid. We had a little girl, a home that always smelled like coffee and cinnamon, and memories that felt like roots, deep, grounded, safe. But lately, something had shifted. Lisa had changed. Her eyes wandered when I spoke. Her phone never left her side, and she'd step out for calls she said were work-related. At first, I tried to ignore it, convincing myself it was just stress or exhaustion. But man knows when something's off. Each lie, small as it seemed, tugged harder at my gut. One evening, I couldn't take the quiet distance anymore. She was folding laundry when I finally asked, steady but direct, "Lisa, do you love him?" I said his name after that, the co-worker I'd suspected for weeks. She froze, her hands tightening around a towel until her knuckles turned white. For a moment, I could hear nothing but the soft hum of the refrigerator and the faint tick of the clock. Our daughter was asleep down the hall, unaware that the life she knew was starting to crack. Lisa didn't answer right away. Her lips parted, then closed. Her eyes flicked toward the floor, toward the window, anywhere but me. That hesitation, that single heartbeat of silence, told me everything words didn't. "Just tell me the truth," I said quietly, moving closer. "Do you love him?" Her throat moved as she swallowed hard. Tears shimmered at the corners of her eyes before she whispered, I don't know, Ryan." That was it, the sentence that cut through me deeper than any argument ever could. It wasn't anger that hit me first. It was heartbreak, because that kind of uncertainty doesn't come from nothing. It comes from already being halfway gone. I took a slow breath. "Then tell me everything. No lies, no half-truths. I need to know what really happened." Her body trembled as she started to speak. Words tumbled out, late-night texts that turned personal, glances across the office that lingered too long, phone calls that stretched past midnight. She claimed it never went too far, but the damage was already done. Emotional betrayal cuts just as deep as physical. Each confession felt like a blade, and yet I stayed silent. I needed the truth, even if it burned everything we had. The more she talked, the colder the room seemed to get. By the time she stopped, the weight between us was unbearable. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just stood there, staring at her. The woman I'd loved since college, now a stranger with a truth I couldn't unhear. When the silence finally returned, I walked to the window. The street outside was empty, dark, and still the same as before, but everything inside me had changed. I thought about forgiveness, about whether it was something I could give, or if I even wanted to. Behind me, Lisa's voice cracked. "Ryan, I never meant to hurt you." I turned slightly but didn't take her hand when she reached for mine. "You already did," I said softly. We didn't speak much after that. The night stretched on, long and hollow. I knew that love, real love, isn't just built on years or memories. It's built on honesty. And once that's gone, what's left is only the shell of what used to be. That night, standing in the dim glow of our living room, I understood something I never had before. Sometimes the most painful truth isn't losing the person you love. It's realizing they were already gone long before you asked the question.